The first time they call you a witch, you are only 13. The village square smells of smoke and damp hay. Children whisper behind their mothers' skirts. Men narrow their eyes as you pass. Clutch the basket tighter against your chest. The bread inside still warm from the oven. You don't know what gave you away. Was it the strange birthmark curling down your arm? Is it the way you always knew when the rain was coming? Or the herbs you gathered for your sick mother, the ones the healer said were unnatural? Your mother had always told you, keep your head down, keep your voice soft. But sometimes your eyes wandered, your tongue slipped, your laugh carried. Too far in the night, and now, in a village where fear is stronger than faith, that is enough. That night, your father's face is pale as he shuts the door. Do not go out, he whispers. His hands shake as he latches the shutters. You hear the bells tolling in the distance. Heavy as judgment. The priest had spoken that morning words booming across the square. The devil hides among us. He wears the faces of our children, our sisters, our wives. We must burn the rot before it spreads. His eyes had swept the crowd like a hawk's, and for a moment, you swore they stopped on you. At dawn, they come. Boots trample the mud. Torches flare against the sky. Your door crashes inward. Rough hands drag you out. Your cries drowned by the roar of voices which someone spits. She cursed my cow. Another cries. She walks alone in the woods. What girl does that? You stumble as stones pelt your arms, your back. The basket you carried yesterday lies crushed in the mud, bread scattered and trampled. Batu-no, not Bata. He was from the last story. This time, it is Jakob, the boy you once shared apples. With under the oak tree, does not meet your eyes as he hurls the first stone. Your mother screams from the doorway, but they shove her aside. Your father does not appear. Perhaps he is hiding. Perhaps he is too afraid. They drag you to the churchyard. Chains bite into your wrists. The priest stands tall, his white robes gleaming, his voice carrying above the mob. She consorts with darkness, she whispers to the wind. She is no longer God's child. The crowd murmurs like thunder. The torches sway, a sea of orange flame. Your breath comes fast, shallow. You shake your head. No, please, no, I am only a girl. But the priest's eyes are cold as stone. That night, locked in the cellar beneath the church, you hear the rats skittering. The air smells of mold and old blood. The walls echo with distant chanting. You curl on the straw, shivering. Your wrists raw from iron, you think of your mother's lullabies, of the taste of apples, of the feel of rain on your face, and you wonder if the devil they speak of has already claimed Yubi, because only the devil could make a child's life so cruel. By morning, they march you to the square. The stake waits, tall, silent. A rope coils at its base like a snake. Children gape wide. Men shout, women cross themselves. The whole village gathers to watch. You walk barefoot through the mud, your hair tangled, your dress torn. Every step feels heavier than the last. At the front, the priest raises his hand. We purge thee. Wickedness from our midst. His voice shakes with something that might be triumph or fear. They bind your arms, wood piles high around your feet. The torchbearer steps forward, and in that moment, you are not a witch. You are only a girl. Daughter. A sister. A child who once chased butterflies in the fields. The torch touches the wood. Smoke curls upward. The crowd leans in. You close your eyes, and you pray not for yourself, but for them. For a village too blinded by fear to see the truth. The flames crackle. The world roars. The smoke rises before the flames. It stings your eyes, fills your lungs. The crowd blurs through the haze faces warped, mouths open like demons in the firelight. Some shout curses, others whisper prayers. Children cling to their mothers, peeking. With wide, frightened eyes, the wood pops, dry kindling snapping beneath your feet. You feel the heat licking your ankles, crawling higher, hungrier. Your breath catches, not from the fire, but from the silence inside you. They expect you to scream, to wail, to confess to crimes you never committed. But your voice stays still, buried deep. You stare at the priest. His eyes shine with cold certainty. Perhaps he truly believes. Perhaps he knows the lie, but cannot turn back. His hands tremble just enough that you see it. "Burn the devil from her," a man cries. "Cleanse us," shouts another. The flames leap higher. You think of your mother. Her face pale at the doorway, her voice hoarse from screaming your name. You wonder if she's here now, hidden among the crowd, praying for a miracle she knows won't come. You think of your father, silent, absent, his fear heavier than his love. And you think of Jacob, the boy who threw the first stone. Once he shared apples with you beneath the oak tree. Once he smiled at you with eyes full of light. Now he stares at the flames, jaw tight, pretending not to know you. You are no witch. You are only a memory they want to erase. The heat sears higher, biting into your legs. Your body shakes, sweat stinging the cuts where stones struck you. But your mind drifts. You see the fields in spring green, endless alive with larks. See yourself running barefoot, hair streaming, laughter bubbling without fear. You see your mother waiting by the yurt door, arms open, the fire hisses, jealous of your dreams. Suddenly a crack. The rope around your wrists splits. The crowd gasps. For a heartbeat, silence falls. The priest stumbles forward, clutching his cross. The devil frees her. Hands surge to hold you, but the smoke swallows everything. You do not run. Where would you go? The village is not yours anymore. It never was. You lift your head, eyes burning not with fear, but with something fiercer. Defiance. "If I am a witch," you whisper, "then it is you who made me one." The words ripple, carried by the fire's roar. Some flinch, some cross themselves faster. Others shout louder, drowning the truth they fear to hear. The flames climb, unstoppable. Pain sears through flesh, tearing screams from your throat at last. The crowd leans closer, feeding on the sound, on the proof of their righteousness. But even as your voice breaks, your spirit does not. You think of the girls yet to be accused. The neighbors whispered about the daughters who will be dragged as you were. Perhaps one day, they will remember your name, your silence, your last words. Perhaps they will see the truth hidden beneath the smoke. The world narrows. Fire eats air. Your chest heaves. Your vision blurs. Above the sky remains mercilessly blue. Birds wheel overhead, indifferent. Your body gives way. The crowd cheers. By nightfall, the fire burns low. Only ashes remain. The village returns to its rhythm cows, to be milked, fields to be tilled, bread to be baked. But something lingers. The children who watched cannot forget your face. Some wake screaming, seeing flames in their dreams. The mothers whisper to each, other quietly, secretly, wondering if they had been too quick to condemn. The fathers sharpen their tools with heavy silence. And Jacobi, he avoids the oak tree, cannot bite into an apple without tasting ash. The priest preaches louder than before, voice cracking with urgency. He tells them evil was purged, that God is pleased. But inside, when he kneels in the dark, his hands still shake. Your mother tends the ashes when no one is watching. She kneels in the dirt, her fingers black with soot. She gathers what remains into a scrap of cloth, presses it to her chest, and hums the lullaby she once sang to you. The tune drifts through the night. It carries across the fields, through the forest, up into the sky. A song for the child they burned, the daughter they could not erase. And though your body is gone, your story lingers. Every whispered rumor, every fearful glance at the woods, every lullaby sung softer, sadder. The village has tried to bury you under smoke and ash, but the wind carries your name. The trees remember your laughter. The earth itself remembers your steps. You were not a witch. You were a girl, a daughter, a sister, a soul too bright for their fear to endure. And in the end, though fire claimed your flesh, it could not claim your truth. The truth blazes still, waiting for someone to listen. Imagine if this was your life, accused, condemned, and burned for nothing but fear. Would you have survived their fire, or would you too have been silenced by the crowd? For more untold stories of lost lives, subscribe. to Refound Legacy.